Phoebe Dynevor rose to fame in 2020 thanks to her role in the Netflix hit TV series Bridgerton. And while this might be her most popular show, it isn't her only one. Dynevor has appeared in many movies and TV shows, and in this video, I'll be looking at some of her best roles ever. Watch to the end to see if your favorite one pops up. Our list begins with the comedy drama series Younger, where she stars as Claire. The show premiered in 2015, but it wasn't until 2017 that Phoebe Dynevor joined the cast to play the character Claire. At the time, Phoebe Dynevor wasn't as popular as she is now, and she had to share a small portion of the spotlight with stars like Sutton Foster, Miriam Shore, Peter Herman, Nico Tortorella, and of course, Hilary Duff. The series follows a single mother who, after being falsely identified as younger than she was, seeks to resurrect her faltering career. The show had a nice angle to it, and it built a good following, and to its credit, it scored a decent 7.8 rating on IMDb. To the pleasure of its loyal viewers, the show was renewed for another season in 2019, which started airing in 2021. Unfortunately, that was the last season fans would get, as it was discontinued after the season finale. It also meant that Phoebe Dynevor's time on Younger was up. Lottie Mott on Snatch. Next on our list is another comedy show, and it's none other than Snatch, where she stars as Lottie Mott. While Younger was a comedy drama series, Snatch tilted more to the crime side of things, even though it had a lot of comedy. The show premiered in 2017, with its second season airing in 2018. The talented Phoebe Dynevor plays the role of Lottie Mott, where she stars alongside Luke Pasqualino, Rupert Grint, Lucien Laviscount, Juliette Aubry, Mark Warren, and Stephanie Leonidas. Snatch tells the story of a group of up-and-coming hustlers, and the plot was decent enough to earn it a 7.9 rating on IMDb. Coming in at number 8 is the British drama film titled The Colour Room, where she stars as Clarice Cliff. It was released in 2021 and featured Phoebe Dynevor playing the role of Clarice Cliff. The film also had a good number of outstanding performers in it. These include Matthew Good, David Morrissey, Darcy Shaw, Carrie Fox, and Luke Norris. The Colour Room details the story of a ceramic artist, Clarice Cliff, and even though it had a less than impressive critical reception, it remains an important movie to Phoebe Dynevor because it was her very first feature film. Keep in mind that at this time, she was 1 year into the success she had been enjoying with Netflix's Bridgerton, a show that shot her to the top in 2020. It's impossible to make this list without including our number 7 entry, and it's none other than Waterloo Road, where she stars as Siobhan Maley. Like The Colour Room, this show also holds significant significance for Phoebe's career. It was the show that gave the much younger Phoebe Dynevor her official acting debut, and it premiered as far back as 2006. On the show, the actress plays the role of Siobhan Maley, while starring alongside Jason Merrills, Amanda Burton, Laurie Brett, Eva Pope, Philip Martin Brown, and Neil Pearson. Waterloo Road is set in a comprehensive school of the same name, and it managed to score a 7.2 rating on IMDb. To the show's credit, it managed to retain viewership for 9 years before ending in 2015. At this time, it had rolled out 10 complete seasons and as many as 200 episodes. As this was Phoebe's first official acting role, 10 seasons and 200 episodes were all the experience she needed to prepare for the next phase of her acting career. So, we're at number 6, and taking this spot is Prisoners' Wives, where she stars as Lauren. And while it wasn't the most popular drama show on TV, Prisoners' Wives certainly had one of the most touching plots, at least from a loving wife's point of view. It tells the story of 4 women who had to endure life's challenges alone, as all 4 of their husbands were serving time in prison. Phoebe Dynevor plays the role of Lauren, and a consistent string of good performances from her helped the show score a 7.7 rating on IMDb. For some reason, the show didn't last as long as fans wanted it to. It premiered in 2012, only to release its its second and final season in 2013 before calling it quits. Simultaneously, Phoebe Dynevor was pleased to work with a talented crop of actors on the show. These include Polly Walker, Pippa Haywood, Sally Carmen, Carla Crome, Emma Rigby, and Natalie Gavin. And even though the show didn't have the kind of impact the team would have wanted, it was still pivotal to Phoebe's career in terms of acting experience. So guys, we're halfway through the video, but I assure you, there's still a lot more to come. Stick around to find out if any of your favorite Phoebe Dynevor roles will be in the top 5. Kicking off the second half of our list is Dickensian, where Phoebe plays the role of Martha Cratchit. The show is in its first season, so it's one of the few post-Bridgerton productions on our list. Peter Firth, Joseph Quinn, Sophie Rundle, Tuppence Middleton, Alexandra Moen, and Tom Weston Jones are also in the show, along with Phoebe. Interestingly, the show brings together different characters from Charles Dickens' extensive library and throws them all into one Victorian London neighborhood. Dickensian Season 1 has a total of 20 episodes and an IMDb ranking of 7.6. Next on our list is the period action drama series The Musketeers, where she stars as Camille. Phoebe Dynevor makes a brief but impressionable appearance as Camille, but even though her time on the show was short, the experience was still a big deal for her. Why? Because The Musketeers is based on Alexander Dumas' iconic 1844 novel, The Three Musketeers. This is a book Phoebe probably read growing up, and it's probably one of her first inspirations to become an actress. Being offered a role in such a show would have been a great honor for Phoebe. The Musketeers premiered in 2014, and it stars the likes of Tom Burke, Santiago Cabrera, Peter Capaldi, Howard Charles, Alexandra Dowling, and Ryan Gage. It has an IMDb rating of 7.8 and wrapped up in 2016 after 3 seasons. At number 3, we have Monroe, where Phoebe makes only one appearance as her namesake, with a different surname, of course. In the episode where she plays Phoebe Cormack, she stars alongside James Nesbitt, Sarah Parrish, Tom Riley, Neil Pearson, Manjinder Virk, and Luke Allen Gale. The show, which centers on the brilliant neurosurgeon Gabriel Monroe, debuted in 2012, but was abruptly discontinued after only 2 seasons. At number 2, we have The Village, where, like Monroe, the actress also stars as her namesake, Phoebe, but with a different surname. This drama series follows the story of the residents of an English village in the 20th century. Besides Phoebe Dynevor, it stars John Sim, Maxine Peake, Juliet Stevenson, Rupert Evans, Nico Miralegro, and Bill Jones. The show wrapped up in 2014 after just 2 seasons, and it has a decent IMDb rating of 7.7. Finally, we're at number 1, and the upcoming film Inheritance takes the spot. Interestingly, this is the only Phoebe Dynevor movie or show on our list that isn't even out yet. Nonetheless, it offers so much potential that we can't just leave it out. So what makes Inheritance so special for Phoebe Dynevor? First of all, it's her very first spy thriller film, which drags her away from the drama genre, which she has grown too comfortable with. And according to The Hollywood Reporter, she won't only be in the film, she will also be taking the lead role. Although Miramax keeps the film's details a secret, word has gotten out that Phoebe Dynevor's character will be thrown headfirst into a world of crime after her estranged father comes back into her life. We may not have to wait too long for the film either, as word has also gotten out that they've concluded filming. What's more, the film is directed by the talented Neil Berger, who has a great track record with films like The Illusionist, The Lucky Ones, Limitless, and Divergent. Additionally, it is expected that the film will be shot across several international locations, so Phoebe will have to travel for a single film, and this is something that her other productions haven't offered her. I'm talking about locations like India, Korea, and Egypt, and if I'm not mistaken, this should be the first time Phoebe will be filming in Asia and Africa. That's it, guys. Phoebe Dynevor's biggest roles other than Bridgerton's. So, which one of these roles would you say is her most important? Let's have your thoughts in the comment section. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a like and share it. Last but not least, smash the subscribe and notification buttons to get more interesting videos like this regularly.